Hello everyone, welcome back to Elder Scrolls Online. I found the quest. We haven't left the map yet. Interesting. Okay, so what does the sergeant have to say?
Where are the rest of the reinforcements? Are you all they sent?
Reinforcements? Reinforcements for what?
Sharp as a nail. Definitely no raw recruit. Reachman swarmed into Mercian's Hamlet. We were overrun, but I thought our leader had sent for reinforcements. Apparently not.
Maybe I could help.
We could use it. Report to Squire Theo Rock on the docks. We're taking orders from him for now.
I'll look for Squire Theo. A squire, though? Well, let's not attack everybody in sight. Actually, I should check my weapons. Shouldn't I? Okay, charge. Yeah, I'll do it here too. Alright. I need a box to hide in. Oh, they got those tentacle things going again. What is it with Reachman and tentacles? Well, for stealthing, that should not have worked. Boo! Oh, square!
Did they send anyone else from the city? No, I can see you're not part of Evermore's militia.
I hear you are looking for some reinforcements.
Yes, I am. Sir Etienne brought us out here. When he was wounded, I took command. I've secured a fallback perimeter, such that it is. The Reachmen are leaving us alone for the moment.
Your fallback point puts your back to the water. There's nowhere else to go. It's a bad move. But do you need my help?
First, I need to listen to the village elder, Medya Zurich. She may have news about Sir Etienne's condition. And then, yes, I do need help to deal with the situation. Stay right here.
I can wait.
Medya, what is it? Is Sir Etienne all right?
He's doing fine. And when he returns, you all will leave?
We'll stay until Mercian's Hamlet is free. Or Sir Etienne and I both fall in the fight.
I see. Well, he'll be resting comfortably soon, don't... I'll go see to the poor knight now, then.
Good. Good, he's all right. Now let's go over what we need. Sir Etienne is all right. That puts my mind at ease. Now I do need your help. This is more of a challenge than I expected.
What exactly happened?
We arrived with our horses on those merchant ships, along with Sir Etienne. Maybe it was rash to go against our orders and come here in defense of simple villagers. I won't presume to judge the actions of the men and women who died for our cause.
Okay. The Reachmen attacked and you came to the village's aid.
Yes, Sir Etienne was adamant we do so, though our venture seemed ill-fated from the start. We didn't expect these wild ones, these Reachmen, would best Evermore trained soldiers. And yet you can see how poorly we fared against them.
How was it that the Watchmen succeeded here?
Just as they were 30 years ago. The madmen. They used the trees, rocks, and homes here to outmaneuver our horses. I haven't ridden since the Black Drake's War. It's one of the only reasons I survived this skirmish.
You've been a squire for more than 30 years?
The things I saw during Black Drake's invasion, they kept me from the purity of heart required to be a knight. Others managed. Not me. I've been plagued by doubts and anxiety ever since then. Like an immeasurably heavy stone around my neck.
That... statement like that kind of reminds me of post-traumatic stress. That's kind of interesting. I just finished watching a video, I think it was yesterday. Well, yesterday from when I'm recording this, not when it's uploaded. And how PTSD is on the rise, both within people who serve in the military and just in the general population. And the video wasn't clear whether it was on the rise due to better diagnosis or on the rise with more people just coming forward, or if it's an actual increase of this happening to a person's psyche. Don't know. But either way, in a really bad sort of good way, it's a good thing that it's happening, because more research, more resources can go to those who are afflicted. And I have stated before, I may be one of those people that's afflicted. I don't have a diagnosis, therefore I will never say that I do have it. But it would be pretty shocking at this point in my life for me to not have developed it. There's always a chance, fingers crossed. Oh well. I see. What can I do to help now?
You've the look of an experienced combatant. Hold the line while I check on Sir Etienne at Medya's home. The witchmen seem content to ransack the village for now. But be ready for anything.
I shall take care of things. Check the fortifications. Fortifications are on fire. I need to grab a bucket of water. Okay. A bucket of water. Ah, there's the bucket. Let's check the far end here. Don't chase. It will be the death of you. Hey, I can get a healing potion. Ah! There we go. Oh, hang in there, soldier. Is the last push on this? Okay.
Stay back. I don't want to be coughing blood on you. This whole mess, it could have been avoided somehow. We weren't ready. We couldn't have been.
I can't tell if she's done talking. Sorry if she wasn't. Wait, what? Really? That doesn't make any sense. How'd I miss? And hit with that. Whoa. I thought they were going to carve up the cow. I didn't realize there was a soldier there. That's funny. Oops. Middle of a rescue operation. Gotta get the wood there.
How could this be? All he needed was a splint for his leg after his horse fell on him. And now he's dead. Why would someone kill him?
That's not a Reachman's weapon either.
It's his own sword. I shouldn't have left him alone. Please, look around to see if there are any traces of his killer.
Wasn't the local woman, Media Zurich, looking after him?
Yes, but she wasn't here when I arrived. She may have gone out to find a poultice or herbs or whatever she needed to treat his pain. I hope she's all right. Though she should have waited for me to get here before leaving Sir Etienne alone.
I'll take a look around. Sir Etienne was stabbed through his armor. His skin is still slightly warm. Sir Etienne's leg is splinted, leaving one of his greaves slightly askew atop the bandages. Blood is scattered in tiny droplets all over the surfaces. There are 3 bowls near the table. It appears as though Sir had his broken leg propped up on the extra chair. on his side of the table. Vital records. No births this year. Stella Gannis married Robert Juliet on the 10th second seed. They will live in the Juliet home at the water's edge. Petrin Zurich, age 35, drowned on the 4th, mid-year in Posel River after swimming while intoxicated. He is survived by his wife, Adia Zurich. The entire Sharman family died during the invasion from the Reach. Town burnt prior to records loss. Gods preserve us all. Robert, born 25th sundown, son of Stella and Robert. Sadly, Stella died of childbed fever 20th sundown without seeing her newborn. She is survived by her husband Robert and their daughter. Abraham born on the 28th, Jester's Day, to Medea Zurich, widow of Patron Zurich and survivor of the Black Drake's invasion. Black Drake invasion? Interesting. The base interior is damp and its edges are smudged with fresh blood stains.
Have you found something? Anything to indicate who killed Sir Etienne?
I found some possible clues.
I could help you figure out what happened here, if you tell me what you found. I might not have your eye for detail, but I knew Sir Etienne well.
There are signs Sir Edrin has received treatment.
If that proves anything, I think it shows that the only person who didn't kill him was Medya. Why treat someone if you expected to kill them?
I also found signs that whoever killed him must have washed up here before leaving.
So they were comfortable, or in no hurry. Perhaps Medya washed her hands before going outside. They say the witchmen lust after the scent of blood.
The murderer didn't hide anything here.
So they weren't concerned that Medya or I would discover what happened. Either that, or they just didn't care if anyone found the scene, assuming that it would blend in with the carnage outside.
I found village records from the time of the Black Drake's attacks.
I'm sorry, but I don't see how that could be related.
The rest of the records are on the shelf. This was on the floor, as though someone had just read it.
Do you think Sir Etienne was reading the book when he was killed? It's a pretty dry topic to just pick up for no reason.
Maybe. It showed Medea had a son named Laberdath after Black Drake's push through here.
She hadn't mentioned having a son. Hardly damning evidence, though.
Let's talk about the murder scene.
Sir Etienne doesn't look like he put up a fight. That's not like him, even if he was hit from behind. His leg's been tended to. Looks like he was attacked while eating. What else?
There were 2 other people with him, based on the dishes. He trusted the people he was with.
He didn't know anyone here that I know of. Who could he possibly trust enough to lower his guard?
I don't know. He was also stabbed through his breastplate.
That would take a lot of force, all things considered. Sir Etienne's armor was in fine shape. His squire would see to that.
I think there's only one thing we can be certain of here.
What is it?
If we need to find Medea, she's either dead too, or she knows who did this.
I find it hard to believe that a goodly old midwife would have anything to do with this heartless slaughter. Her apprentice, Robert Foucher, is down by the docks. I imagine he would be a good place to start asking questions.
We'll find out when I track her down. Quaint little home. Well, it's not that little. Is there a slightly less bloody way of going? That looks like it. Hiccups. Excuse me, sorry. I think the apprentice is inside.
I'm nearly out of supplies treating all these wounded guards. If you have something to ask, be quick about it.
I want to speak to you about Medya.
Kinnereth's tears. She's been taking too many risks in trying to treat the wounded who haven't fled here. You didn't find her dead out there, did you?
I haven't found her dead. I'm looking for her.
That's a relief, I think. What did you want to ask me about then?
Tell me about Medya herself.
In all the years I've been her apprentice, more than 3 now, I've never heard her say an unkind thing. She's the closest thing this dumpy little fishing hamlet has to a leader.
Does Medya have family here? A son?
A son? It would be the first I've heard of it. Medya is like a mother to a lot of us, but she's never raised any children that I know of.
She's out there alone, treating people. Isn't she afraid of the Witchman? I was about to say watchman. Witchman. I probably have been saying watchman.
She hasn't lived to be as old as she is without being careful. I hope she's all right. She lived here when the Reachmen came down out of the hills before, with the Black Drake.
Tell me about the hamlet here.
There's not much to tell. Most of the people here are fishermen. The longest journey most of us have ever taken is to cross the Bulsay River to sell our fish to merchants in Evermore.
The Reachmen attacked Merchant's Hamlet during the Black Drake's War, didn't they?
They did, but they didn't kill everyone. Medya and a few others lived through it, but she's the last one still alive here. She's been a pillar for the community since then, even though the Witchmen haven't raided us since. Until now, I mean.
The Witchmen haven't attacked here since then?
Yes. No, I mean, that's correct. They raid other places, but they don't raid here. Well, until now. I'd always just assumed that we were under the benevolent protection of the gods.
I need to find Medya. Do you know where she might have gone?
She's been trying to treat the wounded on the field. If you don't see her outside, she's probably inside one of the homes. Some of the other people are still out there.
I'll keep looking. Okay, so... Oh, by all means. Oh, that's a burnt out house. Okay. No good to search. I found something. Oh, I also found the lore book. If you care to read, please pause the video and enjoy. I already know how to craft that. We will be spared. We will be spared the disaster to come. Trueborn and native of this land as our family is. Stop trying to spy on Medea at night when she goes behind her home, or she may change her mind. Okay, I'm going to go take a look behind her home. Not that way. Let's go that way.
Free at last.
Excellent. Okay, so what's... Invocation of... Okay. Scattered around this grisly totem are hagraven feathers, smears of blood. No, she wouldn't, would she? I think I'm going to finish off this quest in one go. I hope you don't mind. She's not human anymore? She's a hag raven? Come on.
What happened?
Son. No, you've killed him.
You killed him, didn't you? I cannot trust myself to make this choice. The loss of Sir Etienne is too near to my heart.
Choice?
She was in league with them. Her own son led them here to Mercian's Hamlet, and she let Sir Etienne die. What choice do you think I ask you to make?
Let's consider what we know that she's responsible for.
The woman is the Hamlet's only healer. She volunteered to take care of Sir Etienne. She knew how to save him, and she chose not to. Her son was with the Reachmen that raided Mercian's Hamlet.
Oh. We can take the cold path. We haven't been hired or anything, so taking this one for an assassin route doesn't make a lot of sense. So I think trial is probably best.
Yes, you're right. Of course you should stand trial, so that the people of Evermore can know what happened here.
It's what she deserves.
I will. Once I've made arrangements, we will return to the city with our captive. She was a good woman once. and in many ways still is. Whatever her fate, as it comes through my decisions, she deserves to look me in the eye as it happens.
If you think that I will let them parade me down the streets of Evermore, you're mistaken. All I need is a sharp stone, and for him to look away, then it will end. You've gained nothing, and I have nothing left.
Uh-huh. Right. Mm-hmm. Well, there's not much more, honestly. Jeez. Wow. Anyways, we definitely have to wrap it up. So, I do hope you enjoyed this video. And if you are new to the channel, you can do all that subscribing thing down below. And check out a couple of links in the description if you wish. But until the next we meet, please do be safe, everyone. Bye.